Howdy folks, and welcome back to Hilda. Today we're going to be watching Season 1, Episode 5, titled The Troll Rock. I'm assuming it's that garlic-looking thing that David picked up in the last one. And speaking of David, we now have presumably what's going to be our full crew of friends. Yes, we've had Alpha since Episode 1, but we now have David and Frida, correct? And it'll be interesting to see what the show dynamic is kind of like. When it was just Hilda and Alpha, it was just kind of like, he was just kind of the tag along. Oh, don't get into trouble, Hilda. Like try to be the voice of reason or whatever. But now that we have two, Hilda-sized friends as well, it's interesting to see if we're going to get all three of them every episode. We're going to get like just a Hilda and David episode here and there, like a Hilda and Frida episode over here. If they're also going to sign the paperwork, whether or not Hilda's mom has signed the paperwork to see Alpha, I don't know. But regardless, the show has not steered me wrong yet, and I'm very excited to watch. But just one more thing I wanted to add to mention here. I mentioned this, or I noticed it back in, I think, episode 3, when they had just moved back to Trollberg, or moved to Trollberg, rather. One of the episodes started with Hilda, like, in a blanket fort, like, pretending to be out in the wilderness again. And her mom kind of threw open the blanket for it, but there was a flash that made her look monstrous, almost like a werewolf or something. And I'm wondering if that's any kind of foreshadowing. Like, what if Hilda's mom actually is like a werewolf? And that was just like a way of like, hey, we showed you as early as episode 3 that she is, even though my mom is a former teenage werewolf episode might not happen until like episode 8 or 9 or something like that, right? Just something I will be looking for. I will be looking for the full moon, whether or not it shows up in this or any other episode, because I think that would be fun if Hilda's mom was a werewolf, or at least if she has some kind of a mystical thing going on. We still don't know too much about Hilda's like family situation. We haven't heard any mention of her dad. The only other relative aside from her mother that we've even heard of is, I believe, her grandfather, who she said her grandfather built that house out in the wilderness, and that's where her family has lived since then. So interested to hear more, if we are going to hear more about her family. And if we have and I just forgot about it, sorry, I forgot. But hey, we're here to watch episode 5 of season 1, not theory craft endlessly. So let's scooch over here as I thank you for watching this video. I've got a cup of throat coat tea right over here because I'm dealing with something going on here. It's not a full-on cold, but just like my throat's just been hurting the last couple days. So I have the throat coat tea over here to hopefully make that feel just a little bit better. But hey, thank you for being here. Like I said, do me a favor, leave a like on this video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Both those things help me out a ton. I have links in the description, because I always forget to mention this, to both join my Discord server where we talk about this and other shows I watch, as well as just anything else under the sun, as well as my Twitch channel where I'm trying to grow my follower base over there. I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, but I'm trying to get more followers over on Twitch. So if you could go, hey, even if you don't join the Discord server, if you just go follow me over on Twitch, I'd be a happy boy. We have uncut reactions over on Patreon. You can get early access over there as well as early access to the YouTube cuts over with channel memberships here. So if either of those options sound good to you, there's links to do that as well. And now, let's get on with season 1. I almost said episode 1 again. Season 1, episode 5, The Troll Rock. Starting up at 3, 2, 1, go. And once again, another cold open to an episode. I wonder if we're just kind of done with just opening with the theme song with these. Oh, it's just like I said, if we still have those tunnels that they kind of dug under the wall last time, trolls can get under. I overthought it. The troll rock was just a troll that's a rock during the day. Yeah, I was gonna say, how strong... They mentioned last time that the wall was built to keep troll... Oh, there's the tunnel. I knew that. I called it. I knew that was gonna come back into play. Yep. Why go through when you can just go under? Oh no. Hey, come on. I'm digging here. I'm sleeping here. Yep, there we go. Trolls have returned to Trollberg. I love that, almost like that. What is it, Carrie? That ends like that with the hand coming out of the grave at the very end. Spoilers for Carrie, by the way. The Troll Rock. Oh, in the school. I brought a troll for show and tell. It'll be cool to see life inside the school for Hilda.
Make sure you stay for our grand finale.
Oh, this hitting too. And spitting.
A dedication ceremony for our new statue.
Oh, he conquered the trolls.
Edmund the Troll Slayer Alberg. I may read a poem.
Poetry?
Lovely.
Oh
This is my
no.
nature collection. Mittens.
I swear I picked these out of your hair myself.
You did.
And then I brought them to school.
But no one else around here has ever seen Mittens. Besides, I couldn't bring a rock collection because...
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, great job, son.
Sweetie, this is the best work you've ever done.
His mom, he got his eyes from his mom.
Hilda.
I just need to pause real quick to say, I thought I noticed back in the other episode when the Nittens got picked out of her hair that they said Nittens, but I think my brain just said, I must have heard it wrong. They're kittens. But just realizing the pun there, knits, kittens, like knits is another name for lice in your hair. Nittens. It's kind of perfect. It's a great pun. I love it.
It seems like you're adapting very well.
Thanks, Mum. Of course.
Try
it
my
helps to have
best.
Frida and David around.
When you were 3 minutes late, I was afraid you weren't coming.
All right, so I see how her control freak nature is going to come into play.
Alpha?
Don't worry. Now that you can see me, I'll keep you company when Hilda's off with her friends.
She hasn't signed it, has she?
All that paperwork was worth it.
Shh. What are you doing here?
Okay. She did sign it.
Writing a-
The way she kind of looked around as soon as he started talking, I thought she didn't know where he was.
I'm not sure it's a good idea for you to be here.
No one else can see me.
But they can
Be
hear you, right?
fine.
Yo, Hilda's mom is weird. She keeps talking to herself. Also glad to have him back. I missed him in the last one.
We'd like to begin with a short film about the history of our school.
Teacher's pet. Oh no. His rock is gonna wake up. It thinks it's nighttime.
His vision still guides us today.
Hey, I heard a stock, like, gasp noise.
My nature collection. Looks like someone threw David's rocks at the projector.
David's
Someone-
rocks through David's rocks at the
Why are you saying
projector.
it like that? Are you saying I did it?
You were the one standing closest to the rocks,
Dang.
Hilda.
And you
I would
said that
never.
that's what
I love
happened.
rocks.
Whoever threw
This is an
it,
odd-looking
dealt
one.
it.
Wait, this is...
Put these away so they don't tempt whoever did this to try.
Lock him in the closet and
Is
they're just gonna
everything
wake up
all right?
again, right?
Actually, I wonder if we could chat privately.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Well, they're under
Sure,
lock
we can
and key
straighten
at
this all out
least.
when we talk to her.
Your mother can be very persuasive.
Oh, thank you, Alpha.
I did not mean that as a compliment.
Hilda,
She hates
can we
you.
talk for a second?
Jorts?
Excuse me, Mum.
Is that a snack?
Thing. Miss Holgram doesn't really love you.
Dang.
She doesn't?
You're not the best at following the rules.
But how could King Olaf Tryggvason have lost the Battle of Svolder when he had the superior fleet?
Also, this is science class.
Oh no!
This is a troll.
It's been bothering me all day.
Procedure.
Trust me, if a troll were here, this wouldn't help you at all.
Yo, what do those jorts taste like though? Do you think their slogan is "Eat my jorts"? I just thought of a whole ad campaign for jorts. You have one kid with a bag, and another kid like goes to reach for them, and he pulls them back and says, "Don't eat my jorts." Huh? You can get Bart Simpson to do it. Like, forget the Butterfingers, like, because do they even use Bart Simpson for the Butterfinger commercial? Do they even advertise Butterfingers anymore? I feel like they're just a candy bar that you just see in the store and just says like, oh, why would I ever buy that one? Even though I love Butterfingers. Like on Halloween, Butterfingers are like an S tier candy to get, man. You could get Bart, who, one of his catchphrases was "Eat my shorts," right? He could say, "Don't eat my jorts, man." Where's my Mad Men revival with me at the helm?
I think Miss Holgram might want to transfer you to the class of students with behavioural difficulties.
David, would you say I'm disruptive in class?
No, I wouldn't say that in class. What if the teacher were talking? It might be disruptive.
I would say it after class.
Would you say that I am disruptive when I am in class?
Oh, yes.
Also, I have a story to tell.
It's Frida's parents.
All right, before we formally meet Frida's parents, when I was in first grade, like a core memory of mine, when my family was sitting around the dinner table, my dad would always ball up his napkin when he was done eating. Someone would like hold open the trash can lid and he would like basketball shoot it in there. And that was just a thing he did. And in first grade at parent-teacher night, there were like snacks, refreshments or whatever. And I took my napkin, I balled it up and I like basketballed it into the trash can, and my teacher was like, why would you do, like, to get me in trouble? And she's like, who told you to do that, or where'd you get that from, or whatever. And literally, because it was parent teacher night, I was able to go like, him, my dad, right over here. And my teacher was just like, I'm gonna have a word with him, and like gave my dad a talking to at parent teacher night. It was so perfect though, because it was like, normally it could be like, oh, my dad does it at home, but here it was like, he's right here. You could just confirm with him. And that was, technically it wasn't school, so I technically couldn't get in too much trouble for it. But it's just a memory I'll keep with me for forever.
But I'll say hi. You say nothing. Are you talking to yourself?
Yes.
Hello, I'm Joanna, Hilda's mother.
I thought she was about to
Hilda.
spill tea on
You're the ones who lived out
Frida's
in the
mom.
wilderness. Yep.
No, I've learned my lesson. Every time I do that, I choke on it.
I can't believe Miss Halgrim thinks I'm a
Yo,
problem
a punch
student.
transition though?
Mum was so proud of me for adapting to school.
I thought Frida was about to ball it up and just...
The rock! David, you have a troll rock in your collection.
Now he needs a napkin. Just ball it up. Ball it up.
It's the one with the nose.
But it's so small.
It's a baby troll.
It was small. I guess it has grown a bit.
Okay, so you didn't even notice that your rock has been growing?
Where'd you find it?
Near the wall, when we were doing our Spyro Scout project.
I love the continuity here.
Tunnel we found, and when he got shut in a desk.
Right, but once the
I love
sun
that her
sets,
friends are just kind of
we'll
like
have no way to turn him back into a rock.
accepting of all
The
this.
sun's setting now.
Not just like, whoa, this is weirdo stuff that I've never seen before. It's just like, okay, what do we
Better
do to
get him
fix
out
it?
of here right away.
I heard about a kid who got caught with a troll rock and went to jail for 50 years.
Oh
What
gosh.
if it's an accident?
Then you get 100 years.
Oh no.
They really, really
that's
don't
even
want
worse.
anyone doing it by accident.
Then we'll have to get it out of the school and back over the city wall.
Except none of them have the arm strength to chuck it over the wall.
How are we even going to get into her desk?
Alpha.
I've got an idea.
Do you want me to pick a lock and let a baby troll out of a desk drawer?
Yes.
You certainly like helping trolls, don't you?
It just tends to come up a lot.
Yeah, 2 times in 5 episodes. That's a 40% success rate
I'm going to jail.
for 100 years.
She's going to tell my mum I'm a problem student.
So sorry to interrupt, but would now be a good time to talk?
Oh, sure.
Hilda, can you come with us, please?
Nope. Eat my jorts, teacher.
I've been trying to keep my parents away from her too. They want to ask for extra work to bring my math score from 99 to 100.
No. Absolutely tragic.
What is that?
Mum, look! Miss Halgrim is free.
Oh.
Miss Holgram, I'm glad we caught
You're a
you.
real one, Frida.
I'm sure you're...
It's up to you to get the troll rock. Take Alpha. Get him onto the desk and let him do the rest.
Okay. Okay.
He tickles.
Don't whistle. Makes it look even worse.
Are you off my hand yet?
Yes, for quite some time, actually.
Whether you'd agree...
Hilda's just like, not me.
Hurry, David.
Also, just another thing from school that I just remembered, just when I went to go sneeze to cover up the desk noise, my friends and I used to love to play cards. We used to play poker all the time in the lunchroom, and just none of the teachers noticed or cared or anything. No, Yeah, we played a lot of poker. We played VC for money as well. And one day, me and one of my friends decided we wanted to play blackjack with each other, where we kind of take turns being dealer and play for like $1 a hand or something like that. I went to go shuffle the cards in class, and he gave the worst fake cough I've ever heard in my life. As he goes to like bridge shuffle the cards, he goes like, it was awful. It was so bad. I bust out. He like just put the cards away because I busted out laughing and I could not stop. I don't know what we were thinking trying to do that in class, but that just, all these memories just popping back in here while I watch this, man. And now y'all know I was a degenerate gambler at the age of 14. Whoops.
Done. Yes. Hey, what about me?
Oh no!
Alpha gets locked in there. Oh, you gotta go.
We're too late.
Oh, David, are you pregnant? He's a fast little fella, isn't he?
David, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm
No, I'm not.
dancing.
Yes, he is. I'm dancing too.
Yo, what if the teacher like gets pinned on having the rock, the troll, and then the teacher goes to jail for the rest of her life?
What? It's gone.
It didn't leave a hole. It didn't like leave an alien style hole in his
Dancing
like
bug.
in his shirt.
It must be one of those earthquakes that only furniture can feel.
I've read about those. They're very real.
Very real, of course. Dang, this guy's a menace. Is it invisible as well? Or is it just chucking everything? Oh, it's still just chucking everything from there. Ooh, pencil in the butt? Yo, it reminds me of another time from school when... No.
Hilda! Hilda!
Who said that?
It's a ghost.
Oh, no.
She's doing this. She's a witch. I knew it.
Yo, what if she is a witch, though? Ooh, look at its eyes. Yo, what if Hilda goes to jail? No, not the Nittens! Yo, this episode's like stressful.
Hilda, get back here.
I was always a good student, so like seeing like kids getting in trouble for things that like isn't their fault, just creating all these problems.
Why am I itchy?
Yo, this sucks. She's about to get kicked out of school, and it's like my worst nightmare coming true. But like witnessing my worst nightmare for somebody else. Believe it or not, I was a really good student, despite the fact I was a degenerate gambler at 14. Oh. I don't know how I got in here. Yo, a troll hotline and another no troll sign. Man, they really take this seriously here.
Don't forget about...
The statue dedication. I know.
Oh, not in the
Itchy
beard.
all of a sudden.
Ugh. I got sympathy pains. Sympathy itches?
It's in the ventilation system.
You'll have to crawl in after it.
A Sparrow Scout is always prepared.
Ah. Nice. I thought she was gonna say, excuse me, where's that alpha feller? Anywhere? It's like, I'm on your hand already. Just throw him in there. Though I don't know what alpha could possibly do, but...
That's so much bigger in films.
I've got an idea.
It came true.
Hilda, I'm
What's he gonna
very
be able
fond
to
of
do?
you, but I'm afraid I must decline.
There's its papa or mama.
We need to chat. But tonight, Hilda has proven that she simply cannot fit the mold of a proper student. And she's dragging Frida and David down with her.
Frida's math grade might go down to a 98. Oops, sorry. I should not hit my desk like that.
Nonsense. Hilda, you're staying right where you are.
Huh?
Miss Hallgrim, I don't know what got into Hilda tonight, but the fact that she dragged her friends into it is an excellent sign.
Did you hear that?
It means she's actually made friends,
This
right?
kind of interruption is just the sort of thing I'm talking about.
All right, I got one more school story, and then I'll cut it all out. But I went to a private school that ended in 6th grade. So when I went to public school for the first time, I was in 7th grade, which is like the middle year of middle school. So everyone already had friends from 6th grade and stuff. Meanwhile, here's me, the new student, coming in at a weird year with no friends and anything, and I just didn't really know anybody. Well, I started to make friends here and there and stuff, but I was still just a really quiet kid at school. And I distinctly remember once my 7th grade math teacher, we were all sitting working and doing stuff, and she said something like, "Hey, y'all are being too loud," or something like that to the class. And then she pauses and goes, "Especially you, Tallman," to me. And I'm just like, "But I wasn't talking." I was like, so like, "But me?" Because I was like kind of a gullible kid a little bit, that I like didn't really detect like the sarcasm or whatever. But I was like, but miss, I wasn't talking. I was so like distraught. And then I realized like, oh, just a joke. But that's just another thing, just this little thing, like the quietest kid in class, like especially you. I'll be quieter.
Hilda needs her friends to grow. Out of their class, you'll be setting her back.
Well,
Hey, it's that thing's
we can
parent.
give Hilda a little more
Welcome,
time
parents.
until-
Hilda, get down!
Oh, now the teacher's dead.
Got you.
Is that a troll?
Yep, but I'd be more worried about that one.
Yep. Oh, right outside. Oh, that's kind of horrifying, actually. Yeah. Welcome, parents. Oh, gosh.
This is a crisis?
Don't. It will cause a panic. And
Hilda, get back!
Oh, wow. Ooh, the light's turning off, too? I love the horror vibes of this one. That's just troll for my son. Hilda, friend to trolls. But yeah, like the little one kind of scurrying around and stuff, almost like Alien.
baby.
The baby xenomorph as it's growing up, kind of eluding everybody on the ship.
I'm afraid that's the sort of thing she excels at.
Yeah. And then the big troll coming in is like when it's fully grown and we finally see it, right? I see you. Oh. Oh, that's certainly not going to come back to haunt us.
And she's not telling anyone about the trolls. How would you swing that?
We've come to
But she's
understanding.
still itchy.
I have terrible news! Horrible news!
The statue!
It's a catastrophe! Oh, my heart hurts! Oh,
You might need to go to the doctor. You might be having a heart attack, buddy.
What's happened?
the statue dedication is cancelled! Ah!
No!
Ah!
Oh yeah, it did a number on that thing. Complete with a lightning blast at the end. Okay, no thing for next time. Cool. I like that episode a lot. I feel like, you know, sometimes you watch an episode and you're just kind of like, yeah, that was good, and you don't really have too much to say about it. I feel like I kind of already started to get into it there at the end of that one. That flew by too. That did not feel like 22 minutes or however long these are. That's the mark of a good episode of a show, when it feels way shorter than it actually, or when it feels way shorter than it actually is. Yeah, I started to go into it at the end there, comparing it to Alien, which is a great horror film, one that I enjoy a lot. So, hey, all compliments there. This was, I don't know if I'd consider this my favorite episode, just because episode 2, the love story between the two giants, was so compelling and good to me. But other than that one, I think this is my favorite episode so far. I really enjoyed kind of even though it was really stressful to, you know, watch kids getting in trouble for things that aren't necessarily their fault, right? Which technically David should have realized, hey, there's something wrong with my rock that's been growing overnight, only at night. But, you know, hey, David's a special little guy, so we'll kind of excuse him for that. But just kind of the whole getting in trouble for something that's out of your control or not your fault. stresses me out a little bit, but at the same time, like, it was a fun episode. I enjoyed it a lot. I really love the horror climax of it with the big troll coming in, like literally just like pressing its way through the window and just like walking through the wall. Like, once again, to compare to another kind of horror movie, a little Terminator-ish, which thankfully we had exactly what it wanted. And perhaps it was drawn to the school by hearing the cries of its child. And hopefully it could find that tunnel again. Hope it didn't get mudded up in the rain and could just kind of zoop through it and back outside the wall. And hopefully, you know, maybe they go back to the park to kind of see like, oh yeah, we did kind of leave that open and kind of fill it in. Even though I think a troll could dig through dirt on its own. I mean, we saw it pretty much dug out the hole. I'm sure it could, like, now that it has the knowledge, it could be like, well, if I need to get back in, I can, even from a new spot, right? So I don't know how you keep them out now at this point. If it could teach its other ones, maybe it just doesn't want to be in the city, or maybe now it's gonna swear revenge because of the whole statue and how they glorify the troll slayer, right? I don't know. There's a lot of options that can happen somewhere down the line. I don't think we're gonna get more troll stuff next. Maybe a season finale kind of thing. Hilda gets put in a position where just talking and being friendly to the trolls might not be the option, might not be an option for her. I don't know. Just think ahead. I don't know how dark or graphic. Not graphic isn't the right word, but just kind of dark and kind of like, you know, philosophical judgment kind of stuff going on there, right? Trolley problem. Either betray your own values or save your friends, right? What are you going to do, Hilda? Probably save her friends. Or let's be honest, she'll find some way to circumvent everything and save everybody, right? But I like this episode. I hope you did too. I don't think I have too much else to say about it that wouldn't be too rambly. But just, hey, once again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this episode. And I don't think I've asked for them in the last couple weeks, but give me some fake spoilers for what to expect. We're almost a couple episodes away from the halfway point of the first season. I'm enjoying the show a whole heck of a lot, but give me some spoilers, some fake spoilers on what to expect moving forward in this show. Especially give me some fake spoilers for what we're gonna build up to for the finale for the season, right? I think that would be pretty fun. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say, so I'll catch you next time with some more Hilda. Take it easy, everybody.